I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hello, everybody. Big Food Dude here. I'll talk a little bit today about weight loss and fasting and the ketogenic diet and whatever else I can think of. I did a little bit of studying on fasting. In fact, I'm doing it today. Actually, I'm fasting. Last night I ate it like the last thing I had to eat was like 9, 10 o'clock. 9, maybe. I think it was 9. Yeah, it was 9 o'clock. And it's almost noon now. But I'm going to eat some lunch here in a few minutes. But you see, the reason why some people lose weight on a particular diet and others don't is because everybody is different. And some places are saying, well, fasting's dangerous. The keto diet's dangerous. You know, if you ask 10 people, you'll get 10 different answers. It's only dangerous if you abuse it. Just like driving a car. It's only dangerous if you abuse it. Or riding a motorcycle or boat or anything. If you're in control, it's not dangerous. If you're not in control, it's dangerous. You know, if you're going to do something, if you want to lose weight, you know, here we're sitting around. We've got this coronavirus pandemic going on. You know, a lot of people are working from home, and the refrigerator is just a little walk away, you know. You know, you can take a little bit more liberties if you're working at home than you can if you're working at the office because you got the boss watching over you every minute. Where if you're working from home, you know, you can, as long as you get your work done, you're fine. But, you know, you're at home working, you tend to eat a little bit more. You know, you tend to gain a little bit of weight. You get them, you know, them fat cells sneak up on you. Kind of like, you know, the Griswolds. They had that relative come to stay with him, and he brought his whole family with him. Well, that's what happens with fat cells. They sneak up on you, and they bring their whole family with them. And next thing you know, and they start multiplying, you know. They have no sense of birth control. Just like fat cells, they don't have no sense of birth control either. You have got to control them. So, you know, I've been reading different articles on fasting, and I found a good one here. I was reading WebMD, and it says, you know, it's dangerous, you shouldn't do it. But there's other ones that are saying it's okay if you do it right. So who do you believe? I mean, really, who do you believe? You know, like you take your car to a mechanic, he says, well, you got a bad ball joint. Another one says it's got a bad tie rod. Or the other one says, no, the wheel bearing's bad. Or, you know, you get different opinions. So who do you really going to believe? Well, I'm not no expert either. But here's what I have found out by studying. Now, fasting, you know, a lot of people don't talk about fasting. But fasting actually is beneficial, especially for weight loss. But not only that, to clean out the toxins out of your body, too. Because when you're fasting, you drink more water. And water flushes your system out. But you know another good thing, too? Exercise. Exercise is one of the most important things you can do. Even if you take a walk, keep your body moving, you know. A lot of people, they're sitting, like me, I spend a lot of time on my computer, but I get up. I've got, you know, equipment out there I can use to exercise. I do that. I walk around. I go outside. I work around the yard and like that. You got to move a little bit, you know. Or they've got these desks now where you stand up, but I think that's hard on your legs, really. Because you can only stand up so long and your legs get fatigued. You sit down and your butt gets fatigued. But of course, if you're at home and you're eating a lot more, you got a little more padding in your butt, as they say. So what can we do to really get rid of that? I mean, this is kind of a dilemma, you know, because you know you're at home, you can't go out, you can't do this, you got to wear a mask. Even wearing a mask ain't really healthy for you either. It helps with the prevention of the coronavirus, but you're also breathing in your own air that you expel, and I don't think that's good either. Because my wife, whenever she wears a mask, she comes home, she starts hacking and coughing. I don't like it either. But I like to protect myself too. But you got to stay healthy, and you actually got to eat right. But the fasting, what it does, the main thing I see what it does is it helps clean out your body. And I also like the keto diet too, because it restricts the amount of sugars that you take in, which is another subject that people don't like the keto diet because they say it restricts your vitamins and like that. But if you take a multivitamin or supplements, you'll get all the vitamins you need. I mean, if you're going to go on a real strict diet, though, I would advise you to consult your doctor. Even though I took courses online and I got certified, as a weight loss and lifestyle specialist and a weight loss management person. Everybody's, like I said before, everybody's body's different. Your body might not react the same way as mine or somebody else's does. But I know fasting is kind of like a universal thing, You'll get results with it, but you got to do it right. All right, here's some tips for you for fasting. Keep your fasting period short. Don't fast for a day or two because your body's got to have some nutrition. Drink water. Fast for, say, 12 to 16 hours. They say after 12 hours, your body starts burning fat. And you want it to. But you also want to stay healthy too, though. You don't want to starve yourself to death. Because if you start, a lot of people, they'll binge eat when they get hungry. And you can't do that. You got to stick with it. It's in your mind. It's something you got to put your mind to it. So what I do is I'll eat something that, like, say, my last thing I'll eat is like 7, 8 o'clock at night. And then I'll go through. See, I don't do this all the time, though. Maybe a couple of times a week, 2 or 3. But I'll go till, like, say, lunchtime the next day. But now, if you can't stand it or anything, just eat something small, like say a protein bar, something that has, low in calories and low in carbohydrates. Yogurt. Now, yogurt's a little bit higher in carbs, but yogurt's good for you. And the fruit has sugars in it, but they're natural sugars, so your body will convert it to carbohydrates better and burn it better. So, if you can't go more than, like, say, 12 or 14 hours, I think the ultimate goal would be like 16 hours. That's my goal. It's been almost that now for me, so I'm going to eat something here before long. But, like when you get up, have a cup of coffee or something in the morning. If you have to, just eat something just a little bit, like make yourself an egg and eat it or something. Something light to start out with. And then wait until lunch to eat. And then after you eat lunch, maybe walk around a little bit. I know some people don't. I worked at a place one time. They give us 20 minutes for lunch. You had to gorge yourself quick and then go on. But, most people get half hour to an hour for lunch. Eat a little bit, walk around a little bit, keep yourself busy. But get yourself a set pattern. Yeah, like eat small amounts on days that you're fasting. Especially if you're fasting for 24 hours. Just eat small amounts of stuff. You don't have to, eat constantly or like that. Some people say, eat, fast for 16 hours and eat, for an 8-hour period. But you can't eat constantly in 8 hours. You gotta have a little sense of balance too. Another thing, stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water. Water is essential, and it flushes all the toxins out of your system. And take multivitamins, too. I can't specify that enough. A multivitamin. Some people say, well, vitamins don't do nothing for you. Yeah, they do. They're helpful. They're very helpful. I take a vitamin. I also use CBD oil. It's beneficial to me. It makes me feel better. And I use this keto extreme stuff here. It puts your body into ketosis. I also have a supplement that I take too. It helps your immune system and like that. Make sure you stay hydrated and take vitamins. Let's go on to the next thing here. I'm reading off this web page here. It's one of the ones I found that seems to be the best. It says go for walks or meditate. That's perfect. Like I said before, after you eat, walk a little bit. Exercise. Another thing is, don't fast. After you fast, eat like there's no tomorrow. Don't do that. All it does is just it shocks your body, and it just makes you hungry again, and then you want to keep eating more and more and more. Have a little discipline. Like I took karate lessons when I was younger. Discipline, you got to discipline yourself, especially if you know how to hurt somebody. You just got to defend yourself. That's what you got to do with your body. You got to defend yourself. You got to ward off the evil sins of food, as per se. You gotta, you gotta abstain from, especially if you're trying to lose weight. You want to be healthier. You want to lose weight. Just get yourself a little routine. Have friends join you. Tell people what you're doing. And by all means, if you're fasting and you don't feel good, kind of increase your food intake a little bit. Because you don't want to, hurt your body. And make sure you get enough protein. There's meats, nuts, stuff like that, got protein in it. Make sure you're getting enough protein. Your body needs it. And make sure you eat plenty of good foods on days that you're not fasting. Like if you fast for a week and then the next week, say one week you do 16 hours, the next week you might only do 10 hours or 12. Make sure you eat good foods. Good foods, not only is it good for you, but they also ward off stuff like, like cancers and like that. The problem is a lot of foods today are processed. They make you hungry. They got added sugars in them. They hide that stuff from you. Eat things like meat and fish and eggs, vegetables, fruits, beans, all stuff that's good for you. I know beans might be a little bit high in carbs, but, there's certain, you can see what I follow is I got like a dirty keto diet that I follow. I don't restrict my carbs to like 20 or 25 or 30. I get more like 50 or 60. Sometimes I eat a little bit more, up to 100. But, when you're fasting and when you eat like that, it tends to help you lose weight better. I know some people probably ain't going to agree with me, but, these gurus or whatever they are, they might not, that's dangerous, A lot of people say things are dangerous too, but people still do them anyways. But as long as you're sensible about it, you'll be fine. You will be fine. Supplements, I said that before. Exercise. The exercise program I recommend is 1 minute weight loss. It's called HIIT, High Intensity Interval Training. You exercise for a minute and then you rest. Exercise for a minute and rest. Because if you exercise too long, it's a strain on your body and it hurts your muscles and you won't lose any weight. And you won't gain muscle mass or anything. Yeah, muscle gas. Yeah, muscle mass. Yeah. Now, let me conclude with this. Fasting is not for everybody. Not everybody's going to like to fast. Not everybody's going to like the keto diet. Not everybody's going to agree with it. But give it a try. I think it'll benefit you. Make sure you drink plenty of water. If you're going to fast for 16 hours, if you get a little bit hungry, most people, they fast at night when they go to bed. You got like at least 8 hours right there you can fast for sure. And then, fast in the morning a little bit. Maybe grab a little snack or something if you get a little bit hungry. I drink a coffee. I put a little bit of milk in my coffee. That kind of gives me a little bit of, a little bit of milk. Anyway, I think milk's got, I'm not really, milk I believe has protein in it. I haven't really studied milk that much, so I'm not really sure, but I can check, or you can check. I'm pretty sure milk does have protein in it, though. Like I said, I'm not an expert. But I know if you're sensible about it, you'll have good results. You won't get weak. You'll keep your body maintained. You'll lose weight. And you'll feel a lot better. And you'll look a lot better, too. I mean, some people have the attitude where, well, they're working inside. They don't have to go out. Nobody will see them. It won't matter if they gain weight. So, in other words, when all this coronavirus stuff is lifted and you're overweight, what are you going to do? Wear baggy pants, parachute pants, and big baggy shirt where people can't see you? No. They're going to see you. So be prepared for it. Look good. When you go out, wow, man, you look great. You lost weight. I can't believe that coronavirus, most people I know gain weight. You look fantastic. That's what you want to hear. You look fantastic. Because if you look fantastic, you'll feel fantastic. Keep that in mind. This is Mark, Big Food Dude, signing off. Have a blessed day. We love you.